to it.
Yeah. Man, y'all know what it is, the real Totac.
And your man, Marathon Manny,
All praise to God.
for everything. And I mean everything.
And this is another episode of the real Totac and Manny. Y'all know how we do that one-on-one edition. Y'all know how we coming, man. You know how we living, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. So listen, y'all. Tonight we gonna get into a topic of how to stay motivated where you're not inspired to do the things that you love to do. You know, so we gonna go in and give you some tips. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't feeling motivated right now. But look, before we get into it, we gotta do the mental health check-in. How you feeling, Mr. Marathon? How you doing, man?
I'm feeling blessed, bro. I'm feeling blessed. First day in a long time that I got up in the morning and worked out. I do be working out, but I'm saying like got up in the morning and worked out before work. And it felt amazing, bro. The rest of my day felt so good. Like it was so easy. Not saying every day is gonna be easy, but definitely starting the day with a workout sets the tone really well. How you feeling, bro?
As for myself, you know, I'm a little tired right now, but like I always say, I put my 2 feet on the ground. It's a win, man. I can't complain if I try to. Blessed to be here. Blessed to have another 24. You know, just ready to get it in, man. You know me, man. Straight to the point. Let's get to it.
All right. So what's the topic for today, Totac?
So the topic for today is, man, how to stay motivated when you're not inspired to do the things that you love to do. And this topic came about because, you know, doing a podcast, you know, just doing things you love to do, sometimes you don't feel inspired because you don't see the results that you want to see, especially when you put in that work, man. You put in a numerous amount of work. You know, you're taking copious notes. Like, you're doing everything you're supposed to do. At least you feel, but, you know, there's always more you can do. And so that topic just came about. It was inspiring through the head. Like, oh, you know what, man? I'm going to run this by Manny, see what he think about this. And it was a go. So, yeah, man. So let's talk about it, Manny, man. How do you stay motivated when you're not inspired to do the things you love to do?
Man, this is a good topic, and I felt like it definitely relates to us right now in a sense because, you know, around this time of year, it slows down. Like, a lot of stuff is slowing down right now. So, it's definitely hard to stay motivated. When things slow down, you know, you kind of get discouraged. You're like, damn, but we not doing something right? What's going on? Like, nah, but you know, it's different seasons for everything. And right now it's a slow season, but that shit ain't that shit ain't stopping nothing. We listen, we gonna keep grinding. But I would say that, you know, the things that keep me motivated for real, like, is the fact that, like, I've accomplished so much already. You know what I'm saying? And I look at what I have to gain, you know, and some days I am discouraged with, you know, not podcasts in general, but just like in life. And I'm like, damn, man, like I don't feel like I'm doing enough, but I literally sit there and like literally just count my blessings. You know, count the things that I've already done. You know, look at how far I've come, and I'm just like, man, nah. Like I ain't make it this far just to sit there and give up or feel like I can't keep going. Nah, you know, and then I've already had moments where it was, you know, like I felt like I had no hope or I just ain't, like, I wasn't winning, you know, and I've seen that, you know, it gets better after. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to stay down. Sometimes you got to, you know, basically take the good with the bad. And something Champ had told me before, he was like, man, he said, there's going to be some days where, you know, the high is so high that you can't believe you there. And then there's going to be days where it's low. But, you know, like you just got to keep going every single day. So it ain't, you know, even when you're discouraged, you got to give yourself a reason to get up and go.
Sure. That's real. That's super duper real right there. Super duper. But I'm gonna say this is the disclaimer. Nah, nigga ain't stopping now. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't stopping. It's more of like, bro, when you tired, when you doing a million things, bro, you get burnt out. And that's my thing. I get burnt out. You know, you get stressed out. You get like, you know, everything going good. All praise to God. But sometimes you gotta take a fall back and just see, you know what? Let me get this together first. Let me get this. Because me, I could do a million things at one time, you know, but that stuff do burn you out and take a toll on you at the same time. So that's the main thing. Like, okay, and this was for people that's out there that just want to get started, or even if you are started, you've been doing something 2 years, 3 years, and you like, damn, what the hell? I'm not, you know, I'm knocking on the door. I'm right there, but it's not opening. So what I want to encourage people to do is like this, man. the more something you love to do, it never feels like work. They say that. But I don't agree with that statement because everything feels like work. If you constantly doing something, it's a grind. It's a job. You know what I'm saying? So people say they never feel like work. You know what I'm saying? Never, it's a work. It's your job. Everything is a job. You know, you turn your things you love to do, you turn it to, you turn it to your passion, and your passion turns into revenue. But don't even think about the money. Just constantly keep doing this. And we just gonna give you a backdrop real quick. Like, we working on the Rodcaster, the Roadcaster, I should say. With the mics, we got the whole setup, we got the cam, we got everything. Wish we could show y'all. But this stuff was a battle. But shout out to Mr. Marathon for putting that together like that there, you know what I'm saying? Got the Mac, everything is aligned with one another.
Man,
but
we recording off my iPhone. Look, shout out to Apple for that.
You.
Hey, we need to deal with Apple. What's up, man?
I'm telling you, man. I'm
recording off my iPhone, and then look, that joint look amazing. The quality is amazing, bro.
For sure.
There was a moment. We spent like, how much was this? Like $1,200 something on all this gear.
All together.
We just investing. Like, it ain't like we're not looking at it like, oh, we about to get. It's not like the streets, so it's not like making a quick investment and you getting your money back. Nah, there's something that Nipsey had said before, and he's like, you put the work in, right? And you don't get the benefits right then and there.
No microwave work.
Fuck no. You get the back pay once when you stay dedicated, when you keep on going, right?
For sure.
So this is one of them situations. Like, you don't even got to think about the benefit that'll come with it down the line. You just got to grind, bro. You just got to. I don't care how long it take. I know it's gonna take off.
Yeah, for sure. It's already taking off.
Yeah, so when we purchased this equipment, right?
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, what the hell? Oh, that's
upstairs. Yeah, see, I was to take off.
I
Y'all
thought I was like, hold up, Slim.
That's that plane in the background.
I thought it was an airstrike. I was about to get down up under the table. Nah, but look, we bought this equipment like the beginning of October.
I want to say, beginning of October. Yeah, right, beginning of October.
Yeah, so we purchased this equipment at the beginning of October, right? Mind you, me and Kyrie are not tech savvy.
Not at all.
Not at all. And we ain't stupid, but I don't know how to use all this technology. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's crazy. But we had never used this stuff before, right? Yeah. So we jumped out there. And shout out to Juice because he gave us some guidance on getting this equipment.
Juice, man. Shout out Juice, man. Talk about the Juice, Squeeze the Juice podcast. Y'all go check it out, man.
Yes, sir. Man, look, he came through with his equipment and encouraged us to get our own stuff. Yeah. So we spent, it was over $1,000, and thankfully we be able to go half on this stuff. But so we had never used this equipment before at all.
Not at all.
And so we sitting there trying to set it up, trying to figure this out, whoop. Bro, like, we could not figure it out. We couldn't figure out how to record. We couldn't figure out how to connect it to the MacBook. We couldn't figure out how to, none of that, bro. And so Kyrie was getting frustrated. Look, one thing about Kyrie, Totac, he love to get shit done. And when he can't get shit done, that shit is frustrating, and I understand it. And I told him, like I don't know why I just had this inner peace about it. I'm like, bro, we got this. It's cool. Like, we gonna figure it out. He's like, nah, bro, we just invested all this money. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, what?
Money that much.
Yeah, he's like, well, how this shit so expensive and so complicated? Yeah. I said, bro, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Look, how many people sitting there telling us how to do things?
Nobody,
and this and that, right?
But on YouTube, we done tried everything. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about who try to tell us how to.
Oh yeah, a lot of people, man.
Yeah, a lot of people will try to tell us how to do things, or you need to get that, but they don't know how to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Right? And if it was that simple, it would be a lot more people doing this shit, man. But it's not microwave work. This shit took time. We literally had to sit down several times to try to figure this out. And so it got to a point we couldn't figure it out, or we just couldn't, get down to the nitty gritty of it. So Totac like, man, fuck that shit. We about to return it. Yeah. We about to return it. So I'm like, we was walking up on our return policy time. Like, it was, it's about to be too late to return it, right? So I'm like, all right, look, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna tell them, I'm like, man, fuck it. We just gonna we gonna return it and we just gonna figure something else out. Yep. So I was with it. I listened to Totac, but I'm just like, man, fuck it. All right, cool. So we went. I took it back to the store,
Hold up, man. You missed the pop. We're gonna return to get the pop. The one. This is two. We're gonna get one. We weren't gonna get the money back. We're gonna get the one.
Oh, okay. We was gonna get the other.
Yeah, the other roll.
Mind
Yeah,
you, Juice.
yeah,
the thing is,
us, yeah.
all right. So Juice got a different edition of the same roadcaster.
Yeah.
So he's like, man, basically just go back, and it's an older edition for real.
Yep.
So we got the newer edition, which is basically more up to date and more better. So, and he uses Microsoft. He doesn't use Apple. So that's that's what we was having a hard time too. So I take it back to the same guy that sold it to us, the same guy that helped us out.
What's his name, Jerry?
I think so.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. He was a cool dude, man.
So.
Cool, humble guy, man.
Yeah, real man. Listen, he was very helpful, man.
Yep.
Very, very helpful. I told him we're gonna be long-time customers
for sure.
to that store because the way that he helped us out was amazing, bro. So I went over there and I'm like, look, man, we want to return this. I'm gonna keep the microphones, but we want to do something different. He's like, wait, hold on. He's like, now let me try to help you. Let's figure this out before you make that decision. Let's figure it out. So Kyrie wasn't there. I was there. And he sat there with me. We got on the website and kind of like figured out how to record with just the roadcaster alone. And so it was like, man, I was like amazed. I'm like, what the?
I'm telling you.
Like we figured it out, right? We figured out, but it was one piece of the puzzle. It was only one piece of the puzzle, right? So then I'm like, all right. So I went back. I took the stuff back. I didn't return it, and I took the equipment back home, connected it to the MacBook. And then I'm just like, it's like he gave me a new, like, hope. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna figure this out. So I got on the jank, boom, connected the MacBook, start playing with it, and I was able to connect the Rodecaster to the software. And then I started seeing, all right, the microphone's hitting, the microphone's catching everything. All right, boom. My iPhone, right now, we're using my iPhone. The iPhone was connecting to the software. Everything was connecting. And I was like, oh. And I started testing it out. And it started working. I started recording off the webcam at first. Then I started sending Totac videos. I'm like, look, bro, look. I figured it out. He was like, oh, man. So here we are now. Got our new equipment. We just invested in. We figured it out. Hopefully we're going to get a new camera soon. You know what I'm saying?
And we're going to get it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Yeah, most definitely. Anything we put our mind to, we make it happen.
All the
you know
time.
What I'm saying?
All the time.
But long story short is, with that is, or the point of that is that sometimes, man, when you sit there and you make a decision to do something, you got to see it through. Mm-hmm. You can't just expect that shit to just be easy and you have it figured out. Because if you expecting it like that, like you said, it's not microwave success. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We was at the point of returning this equipment and trying to figure something else out. But the whole time it worked out. It worked out perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And look, now we successfully recording off
the iPhone, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
and
man.
audio, everything. Like this shit is proper. So
I'm telling you, man.
You know, like you just gotta stay down, man. You gotta stay down. This is an example, bro. Like we
Testimony
started
right here.
Yeah, we started off a MacBook. Now we got all this like equipment, and it's just us two, bro. Like we don't have no whole team. We don't have nobody like helping us figure it out. It's people that's giving us some type of guidance and all of that stuff. But nah, like this is trial and error. You know what I'm saying? If you see our content, you be like, man, that stuff good, or y'all doing something good. Like, yeah, but it take work. It take time. Like we both been at work all day. You know what I'm saying? We come straight down here. We're not getting paid for this.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? People want to become successful immediately. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, bro. You got to put the time in. You got to be willing to sacrifice time and understand that you're not going to get paid right now. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have a vision, as long as you have something going like that, you want to make happen, you want to make a difference in some way, somehow, you want to make yourself valuable, bro. Like, you just got to keep working. You got to, don't even worry about what comes with it, like the success that comes with it. Like, you just got to find your purpose and follow that purpose and put work into that purpose, for real. I was just watching Kai Cenat interview with $1 Million Worth of Game, right? And it was, like, really inspiring because I was just like, damn, like, he said that he put in years to that stuff, too. He was, like, 3 years in when he started making money off of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will lose their focus. Like after a year, like they'll be like, oh, no, that shit ain't working. You know, like you can't do that, man. You gotta just keep working and working. And like he said, like you gotta love what you're doing. You got, man, I love this stuff, man. I love it. And sometimes you do feel discouraged, or sometimes you're going through something in life where like you might be like, man, what the fuck am I doing? I be feeling stuck sometimes, but then again, I go back and I just be like, hold up, I done made it far enough. There ain't no stopping. I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
How do you stay motivated, man? How you stay motivated?
I mean, one of the things that, obviously I talk about Nate a lot. I talk about Nate the Great. Shout out to Nate the Great, my son. That's one of the things that keep me motivated, because it's like, I just know, like, bro, like, it's not just about me. Like, me having a son, like, really just taught me, like, it's like, my life is not just about me. It's not about what I want all the time. It's about him. You know what I'm saying? What God blessed me with. And it's about family too. You know what I mean? Like, I see, I'm more closer to my nieces and nephews, right? Especially because they closer to my age and stuff. And it's just like, I learned from them without them even trying to teach me anything. I learned from my son without them even trying to teach me everything. And it's like, I be motivated because it's like, all right, I want to be the best version of myself for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For my son. Also, the thing what motivates me with this podcast in particular is that I know, like, all right, we have a platform. We have some kind of influence, right? Might not be no big influence. Just like I was talking about in that TikTok video I made earlier, right? If I'm going to have a platform, if I'm going to have some type of influence, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? But at the least I could be the best version of myself, keep working on myself. That's what motivates me, is that I know that, hey, I might impact somebody by what I'm talking about. I might impact somebody through my experiences. I might impact or, like help somebody grow with their life, you know what I'm saying, because of how I'm living, or, the examples that I'm setting, or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what motivates me. I want to be better for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Not just for myself. I want to be better for everybody else, anybody that I encounter in life. I don't want to just, how you say, like, I don't know, like, I just don't want to be that type of guy where it's just like, you don't care. No, I care about the impact I leave on people and all of that.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this, man. As a man today, Manny, how do you contribute to the world, man? Like, what do you do in order to, like, stay a good person to the people, man? Like, what do you do?
Damn, that's a good question, Totac. So, you said, how do I contribute to the world?
How do you contribute to the world today? Because sometimes people be like, my purpose is not done, but you contributing to something now.
Yeah, right. You can't look at it like, oh, I haven't figured my purpose out, so I'll just, Like, some people got that answer, it's cool. Like, it's cool for you to seek and search and, figure out what you want to do. But, like, you definitely contribute day in and day out. I personally, I feel like my contribution is literally the impact I'll leave on a person when I come across them. And not every interaction is positive. Not every interaction is a good one. Not every interaction is how you say, like, I'm not a super good guy. Like, like, I don't know how to put it. Like, I'm not perfect. So it's not like I be getting mad since, I get mad. I got patience. Like, I lose my patience too and stuff like that. But, like, for the most part, with people, I try to always leave a good impact, or a good, like, just give them good energy. I don't like to be an asshole to people. I don't like to, like, I like to make people feel good around me. You feel me? I'm not more so like trying to please people to be accepted, but it just feels good to, like, pass on good energy in comparison to passing on negative energy. You feel me?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, so, like, that's how I feel like I contribute. Like, I remember it was this lady, and I talked about this before. It was this lady. We was at a car wash, me and my friends, right? And we were all sitting at a bench. The lady had came after us, right? So we waiting on the car to get washed and stuff. And I see the lady, she kind of like come and stand by the bench waiting on her car to get done. Me, naturally, like it wasn't no question it was just no question in my head. Like, I just saw her standing. It was an older lady. She's probably like in her 60s, 70s or something. Saw her standing, and I got up and offered her my seat, right? And she was just like, she was surprised that, I think she was probably waiting to see if that was gonna happen, right? I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm literally just like, I saw the lady. I'm like, I got up. Hey, you want to sit down? And she just like, it's like it made her day. And she's like, oh, like that. A lot of people don't do that no anymore. Like, like she said some. I can't remember what she said exactly, bruh, but it really made me feel like I had a purpose.
No question.
And it was something so small as that, just offering the lady my seat. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what I mean, like leaving a good impact on people. Because you don't never know when you might need that person someday, or, like, I might cross paths another time. Who knows?
Yep.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember you, man. You gave me my seat one day. Or just
Yeah,
anything,
something small like that. You know what I'm saying?
Goes
Something
a long
small like
way.
that. Show love, bro. Show love, bro. Like, it's not all about like, oh man, fuck them peoples. They're not nobody to me. Nah, we're all connected in some way, somehow. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So,
even if a person is hateful, bro, like you don't have to return the hate.
For sure. Let me ask you this, Manny. What do you feel about support? Like, how do you support your friends? Because sometimes in life, man, you can give a person all the support in the world, but until they see their greatness, they really don't do nothing with it. So how do you show support to your friends that you see something in them, but they don't see it in themselves? How do you show support?
Me, I'm very encouraging.
Yeah.
I'm encouraging, like, depending on what they're doing, in a sense, like if they have a business, small business, or if they, if they have something to offer in a sense as a service or a small business, maybe they selling clothes. Like, look, Sleek.
Yeah, Sleek Custom, man. Get you one.
Look, Sleek, I done known Sleek
Get you a
almost
custom.
all my life. Like, as far as I can remember, I done known Sleek. And why not wear his brand? And look, I like other designer brands too. I love my favorite, for you ladies, my favorite designer brand is Hugo Boss. That's just me. That's my preference, right? But I'm gonna wear Sleek. I'm gonna wear my homie stuff first. Sure. That's me supporting. You know what I'm saying? Because what if one day this gets 1 million views? I'm like, oh, who's Sleek? Oh, that's my man. Link in the bio, man. Sleek Customs. You know what I'm saying? That's how you support. Yeah, you gotta support your friends with pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be ashamed of supporting your friends. Like, some people be halfway with it. Yeah, this is my people. I love to be like, oh yeah, that's my friend right there. Yeah, he doing this, he doing that. I'm a represent you.
No question.
I'm gonna represent you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, forget that. But like, that's one of the ways that I show support for my friends. Also, like I said, behind closed doors, like, I probably talk to them, I encourage them. Depends on our relationship, but like, it's a lot of times it's me, having conversations with them. A lot of times it's me being thoughtful. A lot of times it's me trying to help them be better. And also, like, letting them know that they're appreciated very, very much. You gotta, let your friends know that you appreciate them. You gotta make sure that you show them gratitude, because sometimes we be grinding so hard, bro, and it seems so unrecognized, right? And it's not like you're doing it for the recognition, right? But it's just more so like, it feels like you're invisible, right? But if I be like, man, Totac, I'm proud of you, bro. You doing that, motherfucker, bro. Like, look what you just did. Like, you got the moving company, you doing that. Like, bro, I'm super proud of you, bro. And, and then I know you hold your grandma dearly, right?
For sure.
Man, I know she'll be proud of you. Well, I told you the other day, bro. I know she's looking down like she's proud of you, bro. With a smile on her face and
no question.
You feel me? And like, that's just my way of showing support. That's just my way of being a friend. You know what I'm saying? It don't always have to be monetary support.
No question.
Sometimes you could just shout them out on Instagram.
No question.
If they got like look, shout out to Zara. She's a tattoo artist. Shout out to my brother P. Big P. Yeah. P. Garcia Arts. You know what I'm saying? Art by Zaza. Yeah. Shout out to them. That's you supporting right there.
Big facts.
Look, Zara.
Shout out.
Yeah. Look, Zara just called me this afternoon, right? She called me like, hey, look, I can't talk long. She was at work, whatever, busy. So I can't talk long, but I just want to say I'm proud of you. Thank you. I'm like, what?
Big facts.
I'm like, what you? She's like, I saw that you was up this morning and you was at the gym, you doing that motherfucker.
Yes,
that I'm
Lord.
like, man, I'm just trying. She's like, no, you're doing.
Big facts.
I'm like, you right. That's
Big
how you
facts.
support your
Big
friends, bruh.
facts.
Let them know, like, I see you, bruh. I see you. Even if you dealing with your own shit, you know what I'm saying? Because we all dealing with our own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always gotta like reciprocate that, though. You gotta reciprocate that support. You know what I'm saying? So if a friend is supporting you, like, make sure you support them.
No question.
How about you, bro? How you support?
I don't know, man. It's like when you do so much, it's like sometimes I forget stuff I do. People remember you did this for me, Carrie. I don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do so much, man. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just try to just do things, man, like philanthropist way. Like, you know, give stuff. Don't even think about it. Don't even talk. Just keep on going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Facts,
sometimes, you
facts.
know, giving stuff, you put it on camera, it motivates other people to do the same thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just more like, just do it and just keep it pushing, man. That's it, man.
Mm-hmm.
God know my heart. God know what I do, and I get rewarded later on. So
Absolutely.
that's what I do. So I try to do a lot, you know, but that's just, you know what I'm saying? We all support in different ways. Sometimes people ain't got the money like you just said, and people could just give you support, a shout out, just like you just shouted out Zah, shout out your brother, shout out Sleek, shout out to all people, man, because this platform gonna grow, it's gonna get bigger, and that's what the purpose of this platform is, to put people in position and give you a chance to just, you know, show off what you got to this world.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Let me ask you this question, though, Manny. Because I'm playing
all the questions.
Yeah, because I'm playing the interview role. You know what I'm saying?
He
yeah,
want to be the interviewer so bad. Goddamn, let's just chop it up.
We gonna chop it up. We the interviewer, because you know sometimes you got to play a role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so let me ask you this: how is it in life? You know, we all go through things, but sometimes, you know, people have that pride, like they always got it together. They always got, you know, the money, everything, but we all struggling. And like one thing, I was talking to my little cousin, shout out Jordy, and she was just like, in life, I had told her, I'm like, man, you can't have everything. You cannot have everything.
Fuck no.
If you gonna have this, you ain't gonna have that.
Yeah.
So if you ain't got no money, you might have the charm, you might have the swag, you might have the charisma. If you got the money, you don't know how to talk. It's just, you can't have everything. You know what I'm saying? And we want everything in this life. So why is it that you feel or you believe that sometimes, you know, people can have more than you, right? They can have all these things, and it's like, damn, like, but I'm missing something. I'm never content. I'm never fulfilled.
Bro, and that's so crazy that you. 'Cause I was just thinking about that. That we didn't have no conversation about this. I was just thinking about that with a friend of mine. Man, awesome person. And like this person, you know, like this guy, he has a lot. You know what I'm saying? Money wise, he has a lot, right? And what I noticed that he doesn't have is enough genuine people around him, right? So sometimes, like a person that has everything, or you know, that has, as far as money wise, like you, oh man, I'm rich, right? And you don't like you can't buy their like friendship or whatever. I don't know, like basically material shit don't matter to them because they can have it, right? One thing I know that they probably appreciate the most is genuineness, real friendships, genuine people. You know what I mean? And sometimes they lack that because why is people around them all the time trying to use them for what they have? You feel me? So like you said, like there's gonna be like you can't, like, you're not gonna have everything. There's gonna be some things that you lack in life, and you know, like I don't know. It's just like you gotta be able to be happy with the things that you do have. You know what I mean? Like I'm big on how you say like appreciate what you know, like being grateful for the things that you do have, because if you're not grateful for them, how are you worthy of anything else? How are you worthy of more? If I can't be happy for this phone that I have, I can't be happy. Like, look, bro, how many times I done told you in the past year that I wanted another car, right?
Yep.
That car working perfectly fine, bro. Yep. I'm starting to be attached to it, right? I got that car in less than a year from coming home from prison, bro. And, like, don't get me wrong, I want nice things. That car is nice itself, right? It's just not the car that I see in my head, like, oh yeah, I want this,
Mm-hmm.
right? That you know, that car where you can be like, damn. And it's not, it's not about, I don't care about like how people gonna see me in it. It's just like I've explained this before. It's like me personally, like I like the aesthetic of things, right? I wouldn't get a Benz for the simple reason of, oh yeah, I know the bride's gonna be on me. I know they gonna look and they gonna know I got money. I don't care about that. I don't care to be seen in that aspect. But me personally, like I'm like I really enjoy the engineering behind certain things, or the craftsmanship behind stuff, right? So like that's why I like nicer things. But what I have is already good. So why am I such in a rush to try to get something different or try to get something better?
So that goes into the discussion, like, are we ever content?
No, you kind of have to train yourself to be content.
So we got to train ourselves to be content.
Yeah.
Why is it that we can have all these things, but we still want more? When is enough enough?
When is enough enough? When you tell yourself it's enough.
When do you tell yourself that? How do you know that? Because I could have $1 billion, but I want 25 more billion. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, how much money do I need to have before I'm like, man, I got enough?
That goes to me, like me personally, that you gotta be able to find the contentment within. Because if you're looking for it externally, when I say externally, like the things in the world, like if I have $1 billion, I'm like, yes, I want 5 billion now. I have 1 billion, but it's not enough. I need $5 billion. That's never gonna be, like, you're always gonna keep chasing and chasing, right? But if you go within yourself, and you're like, you know what? I'm enough. I have enough right here. This life that I have is enough. You know what I'm saying? Whether if, my net worth is 50,000 or 50 million. The life that I have, everything within, I'm blessed. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a whole lot to be great.
You don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a matter of, it's the mind, bro. Like it's like people think that you need all these things to be able to, be happy, but it's not the case. There's so many people with a lot of money, with a lot of materialistic things that are not happy. There are people that walking around with thousands of dollars worth of clothes, they're not happy. What the fuck does that matter? You know what I'm saying? The happiness is within, bro. Like that's the best way that I can explain it. You gotta find that happiness within. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna feel content. You cannot feel content feeling like the more that you acquire, the more success that you acquire. No, success is only a matter of what you tell yourself is success. Ron G used to tell me that. Ron G, one of my friends. Shout out to Ron G. Ron G, I told him, man, I just want to go out there and be successful. He said, what's success to you? I couldn't answer the question because all I was thinking about was materialistic shit, right? And he's like, success is what you make it. He said, it could be a person that's homeless, living in a dumpster. They could feel successful. Guess what? I'm sleeping in a dumpster. I'm Gucci. Or he could have a tent, living in the park somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You know how we be seeing the homeless people, they living in a tent.
Some of the freest people in the world.
Yeah, I was about to say, how you know
no
if they
bills,
not happy?
No responsibility.
Yeah, yeah. How they probably happier than us. You feel me? Cause look, I ain't gonna lie to you. One thing about it, man, listen, paying bills suck.
Nobody wants to pay bills. You want to make money, but pay no bills.
Hey, listen, bro, listen. Hey, look, I'm over. The month of December hasn't even gotten here yet, and I'm already thinking about that.
I'm telling you, I gotta pay this bill. This is about to come out auto pay, and I'm telling you, man. So yeah.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean now. Being financially comfortable is cool. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta have that balance. Like you just gotta be able to have that balance to being like, nah, I'm cool. Like I'm living good. I'm comfortable. Not in the aspect of being comfortable and not wanting to do nothing.
No question. Don't be lazy now. Get off your
Can't be
motherfucking
lazy.
ass.
Can't be lazy. But more so being comfortable in the aspect that, the things that I do have makes my life a bit easier. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a stable home. I have a reliable vehicle. I'm able to, like, if I wanted to, I could take the day off. Like just different things. You gotta tell yourself what is valuable and what isn't. You know what I'm saying? And just because I don't, have the most expensive things doesn't mean that I'm not successful. Man, that's not success.
Yo, So saying all of this, say you said all that, right? See, we put value on things that don't mean nothing. So say for instance, you do get a Benz, you do get some Gucci shoes or Louis Vuitton belt, whatever. Doesn't that stuff get old after a while? Do you want some more of it?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what does that stuff really mean? So if I buy something, then
It's
a
only
month,
temporary.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Temporary happiness.
Hell yeah.
And that's why you have to be happy within first. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And have that mindset, because the thing is not the money, it's the journey.
Mm-hmm.
The journey. Then once you finish that journey, you do another journey.
Yeah.
So I'm saying this. So who do you accredit your success with? Because you're successful. Yeah, your bank account don't have to say $1 billion for you to be successful. We put
Absolutely
too much
not.
emphasis on money. But there's some people in the world ain't got no money, but they got all the swag in the world. They could do whatever. They got connections, relationships.
Yeah.
They can get in any room. RIP to the brother Malcolm X, man. May peace and blessings be upon him. Didn't have no money, wasn't a billion, but he had relationships. He can get into any room. He can get anywhere. So who do you accredit your success to?
I credit my success to my experiences.
Good answer.
Everything that I've been through.
Yeah.
I credit my success especially to my mom and dad, because they set an example for me that, like, it just, gives me this grind spirit. Like, nah, man, my mom, she had a 6th grade education in El Salvador. That's back in the 50s or something like that. I don't know. Man, a long time ago.
Big fact.
I'm the youngest child, and they had me in their 40s.
I'm telling you, old heads.
Yeah. So y'all do the math. I'm 29.
Yeah.
So my mother had, 6th grade education. My father left school like in the 3rd grade. This was back then.
Yeah.
Like 3rd grade now compared to 3rd grade back then, especially in a foreign country, that's 2 different ball games. You see how the 3rd graders is now. They be tripping. Yeah, they very, very, very advanced compared to back then, right? But my mom and dad had, they never made it past elementary school. And, to see how far they came, you know what I'm saying, coming from El Salvador, they came over here with nothing and was able to, plant their seeds, plant their roots and stuff. And, like, now they got, several children here that are, all doing different things. Then they got almost 20 grandchildren.
I'm telling
you. A couple great-grandchildren. They came here with nothing.
I'm telling you.
You feel me?
They got everything.
Yeah, it's like, man, so I credit my success to, like, just the example that they set. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to see, like, all right, like, y'all came here just basically off faith and hard work. So, and I feel responsible in the sense that they started a path or they started a road, and it's up to me and my siblings and, the ones that, like my nieces and nephews, my son, to keep building on that legacy.
Take that baton and keep it going.
Yeah, that family legacy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Garcias in America.
I'm telling you, I see it in the history books.
They
they already stamped themselves when they came over here. It's in the history books. I saw it in high school. And it was just crazy, man. So you got to read that article, y'all.
Yeah, definitely. We gonna have to.
How can they find that article, man?
Man, I gotta figure it out. That's when I was in the womb when that article came out. My mom was pregnant with me, so I gotta go ahead and do my research on that, man. If anybody that's watching to know how to find it, hey, let me know.
So,
but
go ahead.
another, want to talk about, like you said, crediting your success and whatnot, right? When I say from my experiences, it's like, bro, like, I honestly feel like, growing up poor, I didn't grow up like fucked up, But I grew up in Section 8 house. You know, my mom and dad worked hard trying to raise 8 children. But growing up poor, not having everything materialistic wise, um, definitely like made me be able to like appreciate what I do have, right? So I feel like that's accredited to my
No
success.
question.
Going through hardships, you know what I'm saying? Like having been to prison, having been in like seen some real rough times. You know, like when you see some like real rough times, like you learn to appreciate the good times very much.
No
You
question.
learn to appreciate the opportunities that you have.
No question.
And look, a couple years ago, I was shoveling snow for pennies
Mm.
during COVID.
Mm.
I couldn't refuse it. You know why?
Yeah.
Because if not, they would have put me in the hole. They'd have fucked my date up
Mm.
if I would have refused to do that. And it was freezing cold. We in the mountains.
Mm.
They got us shoveling snow. Like they don't like literally. They had the equipment. They didn't really need people to do what they was doing.
Just abusing the power because they could do it.
Exactly. Modern day slavery.
That's all it is.
Right? But going through those experiences, I feel like made me be able to appreciate the opportunities that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
That's accredited to my success. Because what if that wasn't the case? And I didn't even know how to appreciate a regular job.
Big facts.
A lot of people don't appreciate no regular
They
job.
don't want to work no job.
Hell yeah.
Period.
I ain't working no 9 to 5 with shit me. I take it.
I'm telling you.
But the thing is I understand, like, well, me personally, like, long term, I know I don't want to work for someone else's company. There's nothing wrong with it, though. There's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like I have a bigger purpose than that. But I'm not too good. Like, I'm not too good to where as though I won't do it. I have a job right now. I work at 9 to 5 right now. And I put time and effort into that. And I appreciate that job.
For sure.
You know? So that's just how I look at it. I credit success to that.
Big facts. Big facts.
How about you, bro?
As for me, I'm gonna say this, man. At the end of the day, I want everybody to do what they love to do, but also it takes time to build up yourself. Like, get a job. If you gotta work a simple little job to put some money in your pocket, don't be prideful. Instead of going out here doing the wrong thing to try to get some money that could set you back, man, 10, 20 years, you know. So at the end of the day, get that job. They're gonna laugh at you, but at the end of the day, they're gonna wanna laugh with you and wanna be with you when they see you taking those steps. Just stay focused. And it's hard to stay focused. It's hard to be disciplined. Trust me. It is hard. But you gotta stay connected to God in a way like never before, because as we see, the world is not messed up. It's the people that's in the world. And some people that got power, they abuse it, and they tend to, you know, take a doodle on people like us that's at the bottom. But the thing is, it's just a position, because you could be up there, but you could be down there tomorrow. So, so I just try to tell people, man, just be comfortable with what you are. Like J. Cole say, one of my favorite songs, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. There's no such thing as a life that's better than yours, man.
Absolutely.
You know, we just associate everything with money. You got money, you better, you like that. Nah, man. You know, we need the money. You know, so just stay focused, man. I know we here to say, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. But what I'm going to focus on, man, listen, whatever you focus on, focus. You a football player, basketball, focus on that, man. You in school, college, focus on it. So here's the question I would ask you, man. You said a legacy, man. You always ask the legacy question. But if you could change one thing in the world, what would that be?
If I could change one
If you
thing
could
in the
change
world?
one thing in the world.
Damn.
Yeah,
Woo!
one.
That's hard, y'all. I mean, see, you can't ask me questions like that because I'm too, like, I go deep in thoughts.
You gotta
I'm
go
like,
deep thought. You gotta go ahead. That's what it's for.
I don't
real.
just shoot off the hip with stuff like that. I'm a deep person, bro. I swear, like,
This is the
if I
real.
could change one thing in the world, what would that be? That's so great. That's a great question, bro. And I wish I could do this.
Take your time, homie. Take your time, homie. This the real. This the
yeah.
real.
See, I'ma just try to give you the best answer as quick as possible. The ability to outweigh hatred with love for like everybody. Because if it was less hatred and more love, a lot of the chaos in the world would not be going on. You know, this world is definitely full of hate. And sometimes it seems like the hate overpowers the love that we have in this world, you know? And it makes us real ugly. Our actions become ugly through hate. Our words become ugly through hate. Our faces become, look, when you mad, you hateful, you mean mugging and all that shit. Like,
Get on my
but
feet,
when
man.
I'm happy, like I gotta,
Get that Kool-Aid smile.
yeah, bro, I have an amazing smile. Like I love, you know what I'm saying? I love to smile, but you know that's the difference. Like being happy or being loving, like being full of love, like you're able to smile. I'm not gonna sit here and be all like my face scrunched up if I'm full of love. Nah. Sometimes people be like, "Oh, you look so serious." Nah, I'm thinking. I'm not mad.
No
I'm
question.
not hating on, like, I'm not hateful or none of that. I'm thinking. I be in my thoughts so much. So if you ever feel like I look like I'm mean because I look serious, it is not that. Don't play with me, but it's not that. I'm just very like I be in my thoughts. That's why I probably look mad. That's But yeah, to sum it up though, if I could change one thing in the world, it would definitely be, the ability to outweigh hatred with love or overpower.
Most definitely.
How about you though? I'm curious.
As for me, I wouldn't change anything because I feel like God gave us everything we needed. He gave us all the tools. He gave us everything. So sometimes it's like, I wish this was like this. No, I don't, because you got to go through those certain things in life to build up character. Because if the world was a perfect world and we didn't have no problems, then everybody would be living a jolly old life. You got to go through those problems, man. That's what, like, when you growing up, like, damn, I wish I wasn't poor. I wish I won this. I wish I was born this. But I just saw something with T.I. and his son, man. Don't know the backstory, what happened on that. But it's like, I saw a post like, man, T.I. and Tiny gave their son the best life ever, and he wants to be a gangster. He wants to be
he
this.
He stand on business.
Yeah, he stand on business.
But you went to private school.
Yeah. And he said, your father, he told his father, you ain't even like that. You ain't even like that. So I'm like, the disrespect he shows his father, like, the kids no respect. So what I'm saying, I said all this to say is because I could have grew up and had all this money, but didn't want to be a gangster later, So God did his number when he made me who I am, or the things we go through in life, man. It's just what it is. So I wouldn't change anything. I just say, God, thank you for the position. Thank you for the family. Thank you for the love, man. And that's what I gotta say, man. So
forever grateful. Forever grateful. Hey, one thing, man. Look, Totac always inspires me, bro. Like I always he sits there and remind, just through the way that he lives, the way that he talks, all of that. He always reminds me to stay closer to God. You know what I mean? Like, and to like to just be grateful. And like just be yourself.
For sure. Now, I want to say this. Because me, I'm good. Man. God is good. I just want to say thanks. I want to say thanks to Manny, because I'm gonna be honest, man. I haven't really been inspired with the podcast just because my other stuff been going on. I just been tired, working. But I just want to say thanks to Manny for just getting me back on it, because it's more like, man, I don't feel like doing this, you know what I'm saying? You're not getting paid for it, but it ain't about the money. And that's what I kind of got lost in, like, all right, get to this money, what's going on now? Like, we got to figure this out because we got a hell of a platform. But Manny reminded me, just putting all the stuff together. So it's working now. Like, all the, the equipment we got is working. So this is just a sign from God, like, to keep going through. And shout out to my brother Marathon Manny for this, man. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't do it without him, man. So like I said, just it started to thought, and we've been rocking. So now it's time, like, okay, you know what? Let's put other things in motion with the podcast, and we about to go up, man. So we ain't never stopping.
And then I'm gonna say this too. The reason why money doesn't matter with this, like, don't get it twisted. We need our money. Money is very, very important, very important. But just to kind of like go back to what you were saying, like, what do you contribute? This is a contribution that we're making. Sometimes we have fun with it. We gotta have fun with it. But like real live, like, bro, like, it's been people that DM me like, yo, like, I needed to hear that. I needed to hear what you were saying, or I feel like some, like, just making sure people feel heard, or leaving some kind of impact. Like us making these recordings, like, we don't never know how we could change somebody's life. And that's my whole goal. Is like, I don't care if I change one life or if I change 1 million lives. Like, I want to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want God to guide me through that too. Like,
big facts.
Like I'm not doing it for myself. Sometimes it's therapy to me to be able to get in front of this camera,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to talk. You know what I'm saying? But as of recently, and I don't want to just focus it on myself, but just kind of like just give y'all an example. Like as of recently, all right, I just turned 29 this month. And I just did a lot of reflecting. I be, I smoke and right? Like I smoke and I drink, right? But something been telling me like, all right, let me just focus. Like, let me fall back from that stuff, right? And this is one of the reasons. It's like I feel like I have to be better, not just for myself, but for the people that's probably keeping up with my life, for the people that probably take their time to tune into these podcasts.
Yep.
Subscribe to our YouTube, like listen to what we have to say. Like I like really feel like I have to keep getting myself better for other people. You know what I'm saying? Not for myself. Yes, for myself, but not just for myself. Right? And I say that to say like, just as this month has progressed, I just been taking steps towards really focusing on what makes me better. What makes a better Manny. You know what I mean? Because that's what I have to do. Like I have to give whoever is watching, whoever feels influenced, motivated, or anything from me, I gotta make sure I give y'all the best of me.
Big fact.
You feel me? So it's not just about money. Like we need money, no question. Like I'm definitely trying to be a millionaire. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to be.
You gonna be one too,
Yeah,
man,
like
for sure.
but like it's a bigger purpose than that,
Yep.
bro. Like I ain't sit here and make it through all the things that I went through to be able to like not serve some kind of purpose, bro. Like I could
All
be
praise to
dead
God.
right
Big
now, bro.
facts,
Like
homie.
you feel me?
Big
Like
facts.
I could be dead or doing 30, 40 years or something, bro. Like nah.
Here for a reason, homie.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Definitely, bro.
So, yeah, man. So we're gonna start doing more of these one-on-ones because this stuff is refreshing, man. We need to do this, because we so guest driven, but it's more like people want to hear what we gotta say. As Manny and I, we were talking last night, just basically revamping everything, just doing more things, and just kind of rebranding. I said rebranding. And making sure we go to the next level. So you're going to start seeing more one-on-ones, man. Because we need to drop these. Because it's like, man, people need to hear this. And like Manny was saying, people in the DM just saying, like, I needed to hear this stuff, man. So, yeah.
And I want to say also, man, we want our guest, like, shout out to our guests.
Yep, shout out. We ain't going to never stop doing that. We going to always, let's talk about it. We ain't going to never stop, man.
Yes, definitely not. Yeah. It's not like we better just, it's only us. Nah, like, shout out to our guests, 100%, man.
Yep.
And we have a lot more work to do with
big
that.
facts.
Like, man, we ain't even, we ain't even touched the tip of the iceberg yet,
people
bro.
we ain't get on yet, man. That's dying to get on.
And it's not, I was about to say, my bad. I got caught up. All right. Damn, I'm burnt out. I lost my train of thought. Nah. So, but shout out to our guests. And what was we just talking?
We was talking about having guests on. We ain't even reached the tip of the iceberg yet.
You was like rebranding.
Yeah, revamping, like getting to the point where we just doing more one-on-ones with me and you. Yeah, but we ain't gonna never stray away from being, having our guests on, but like revamping. We gonna start doing more one-on-ones with the podcast. And just 2024, man, just you gonna see us on a whole nother level, man.
Okay, my bad. I lost my. You be having brain farts.
Yeah.
So I got it right now. Our viewers, anybody that's watching, anybody that takes time to tune in, you know what I'm saying? Even if you just watching the shorts, please interact. You know what I'm saying? Please interact. Ask us questions.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, tell us to talk about certain topics. You know what I mean? Like interact with us. Like, we want to see what y'all have to say. We want to see the questions that y'all have. We want to see like what y'all want to hear. You know what I mean? It's not just about us.
Yep.
Like, we want to know what y'all want to be able to like get from us.
Don't be
you know
shy,
what I'm saying?
man. Don't be scared.
Yeah, man. Hit them comments up. Man, holler at us. You know what I'm saying? DM us if y'all want to. Instagram at The Real Podcast. Like, whatever. Like, just holler at us. Interact with us. And let us know. Like, give us feedback. I mean, I already know we gonna, we gonna get the haters, but
yeah,
man,
for sure,
we'll
take that.
Yeah, we'll take
Keep the hate coming, man. You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Man, listen, what? Yeah, they said if you ain't being talked about, you ain't doing enough.
I'm telling you, man. So,
Man, yeah, but just like for the people that fuck with us, the people that like us, man, make sure y'all interact. Make sure y'all really like, ask us questions or give suggestions on topics that y'all want to hear about.
Yep.
Whatever, like, man, we here. And we watching.
big fact. I'm
You know
telling you,
we
like a
watching
hawk.
for those comments. Yeah, for sure, bro.
For sure. So,
But y'all definitely gonna get more of this. Y'all gonna get more of this. We're gonna, start picking more topics to, chop it up on. We really just like, there's no stopping this.
not
No
at all.
stopping this.
Even if we wanted to.
Yeah,
the people ain't gonna let us. The people ain't gonna let us.
What?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's just I feel like we just working towards finding our
niche,
identity more and more with this stuff.
Yep.
Because we've seen certain things that done so well, but it can't always just revolve around those. Those particular things. Like, for example, prison stories with Manny.
Yep.
Man, what's the most? Man, that shit done got
like
so many
12,000 views,
yeah,
man.
Shout out to Nutty, man.
Yeah,
We gonna
shout
have
out to
him back
Nutty,
on,
man.
too.
We gonna get him back. Yeah, most definitely.
But it's just amazing how we'll get some like crazy views on negative stuff, right? And we don't really, we not necessarily like recording these prison stories with Manny for the negativity, because we want to also give y'all an inside look on what that shit. Man, listen, it's one thing when you in there, like it might sound entertaining, but don't take that shit lightly.
I tell you.
Do not take it lightly.
Prison is not cool.
You know what I'm saying? Prison is not cool, bro. Hey, listen, like, nah, it ain't it. It ain't it, man. So for my youngest, man, if y'all tuning in, bro, like, really think about what you doing, bro. Like, don't crash out.
Big fact.
Don't crash out. Don't be no crash dummy. Don't think that shit cool, because, like, you think you get you a federal, like, a Fed number, whatever, you go out to the feds, you on man time, like, all right, that shit cool. If you have to go through that, you have to go through that. But if you think that you just gonna go through that because that shit, it's a lifestyle, no, bro, that's so stupid, bro. Like, I do not want to have to go back to prison, and I ain't scared to go back.
We ain't going back, bro. We ain't gonna put that out there. You ain't don't put that out there.
It's not, nah, but I'm saying,
like, I know you be scared, but we ain't even gonna speak like that, because you know why? You already on a good path.
Yeah,
and sometimes,
right.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna just say this. Sometimes I like, bro, like, a lot of us were just born in the hood, but we had no business being in the first place. That's why opportunity, for real. So when opportunities come, you be saying people like, damn, he switched up, because number one, you were just born in it.
Yeah.
That don't mean you had to be there. But when the opportunity come to get the hell up out of there, you gone, and you never look back because you were just born there.
When first person I think about when you say that, Trill.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out
to Trill, the trainer, man. Shout out to Trill Mix, man.
Trill, like, me and we grew up together. Like, me and Trill grew up in the same building. Me and Trill grew up in the same building. We was like, bro, like, I have stories, like, I have stories that Trill don't even remember. My bad. That Trill don't even remember about, man. And it's like you said, like, just because we was born in it don't mean we supposed to be in it.
Big
right?
facts.
Look at Trill now, bro. Like,
tell you.
Like, he giving so much game to young men.
Out of there.
And women. You know what I'm saying? Like, he living his best life, bro. Like, and he came from the same Section 8 building that I came from, the same block that we grew up on.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We hustled on the same block. We was in, man, all types of shit, man. But look at how far he made it. And it's just like the impact that he's having on people. He teaching teaching these young men about dating, chivalry, you know what I'm saying? Like, making young men all types of stuff, man. Hygiene.
Yeah, y'all
keep
see
y'all
him.
motherfucking hygiene on point,
sure.
too, you little dirty motherfucker.
I'm telling you. Y'all see him on that TikTok, doing Instagram. Y'all see him. Trust me.
Yeah, and he come from the hood.
And we grew up with him, man. And that's just motivation. Like, yo, y'all keep going, man. Don't stop. Because it's like, we got everything in our neighborhood. That's why when we created the podcast, it was more based on our neighborhood, because we got so much talent, in the section that we come from of Washington, D.C., Northwest, 17th and Euclid, Adams Morgan, Columbia Road, all that, So that's it, man. So we just wanted to give y'all, basically, this is more like don't ever get discouraged. All the youngest, man, that in the streets, want to be in the streets, man, understand this, man. One decision, it could take a second to get in, but a lifetime to get out of it. And, sometimes we preaching to the choir, but at the end of the day, man, the youngest, it's all up to you. Because you can be in any situation and come up out of there, man. I don't give a damn. You could be born in a family where everybody on crack. That don't got to be you.
Yeah, for sure.
So, look, this is another episode of The Real. Yeah. Man, marathon, big marathon, man. Let's go.